Okay, then I think this looks good. If I had to give a little, I like the fact that you mentioned your app, like your favorite product or app, and then you speak a little bit about it, right? Like this is what this, like this is the core purpose. So this is what this app primarily does. And then you go about saying, why do you really like it? In which case you're saying personalization and, the recommendation engine. Now, obviously, I'm assuming that in a real-time discussion, you will shed a little bit more light around personalization. Like, why is personalization such an important trait, right? Obviously, first of all, you will explain what do you mean by personalization, that how when you open your homepage, you get, recommendations of videos basis what you previously saw, right? So in terms of either the creators, if they uploaded any new video, or in terms of like that category, right? That genre of videos that you've seen in the past. And then why is it so important to you, right? Because that helps, curate content, or, right when you open and, you find a relevant video and you you find what you're looking for, right? Which is either some kind of an entertainment or some kind of a, some kind of a platform wherein which you're getting information, knowledge about a topic or some category that you care about, right? So yeah, I'm assuming that in real life, you will speak about A, what does personalization also mean? And B, why is it so important to users like you, right? Then you rightly pointed out that if the question is to say that, okay, how would you improve it? Then you're trying to understand what does improvement mean? Are we trying to drive more acquisitions, or from the existing users, we're trying to drive more engagement, right? And then I like the fact that you said that, okay, I'm going to choose revenue, and this is why, right? Because I already have like a very good, active base, right? So we, as per you, we are sorted when it comes to the acquisition and the engagement funnel, but you want to convert, more and more subscriptions or more and more usage into more revenue, right? And these are some mechanisms in which you're going to do it. Then you spoke about the different kinds of user personas, right? And it was primarily based on age, which makes sense, right? So basis the age, their need in their daily lives, and what kind of content they would like to look at. That is the kind of segmentation that you have tried to do at this stage. Post that, you picked out one segment, right? So again, right, you're using that technique in which you give out multiple user personas, but you try to solve for one, right? You give out multiple solutions, but you prioritize one, right? I think when you did pick out college students, you did call out that they use it for entertainment and educational purpose, which is fair enough. But today in this space, what are the pain points that they are having, right? So the 3 bullet points, starting from giving, discounted, partnership, these are your solutions, right? And then you're prioritizing one of the solutions. But today, for these college students who use it for this purpose, but if I could define the user journey to say that, okay, this is how they do it, they can, save their favorite, content creators versus, basis the likes or whatever, we try to recommend. Basically, today, what are some of the challenges or pain points that they are facing, right? Because you have to solve for something that is missing in the ecosystem, right? So how do you identify that? What is it? You talk about the user journey and you say, well, here I feel we can do more, right? And so this is the area where I want to do more in the college student ecosystem. And then these are some solutions that I have to directly solve for it, right? Also, when you spoke about, okay, let me work with solution 2, I think you spoke about the business impact, right? You said that, it's pandemic, a lot of people, are buying laptops and they're looking for such stuff. So when you're prioritizing, you will typically look at 2 things, right? The business impact. And here you can also call out that, the business impact directly correlates to the success metric, which you decided in the beginning, right? Which had to do, let's say, some kind of a monthly recurring revenue, right? You can add that one liner, right? So in the end, always have 1 to 2 liners to show that, you are linking the end back to from where you began, right? So that is always a good thing. And then I think, so prioritization metrics typically will focus on 2 things, right? One is your business impact. Second is your effort complexity, right? So you could shed 1 or 2 liners on those that, in my opinion, this platform would be like a medium level effort requiring 8 to 12 sprints. And the reason why, like, you don't have to get down into the depth of user stories, right? Because that is not the intent, but just have 1 liner to say that, this is how I'm going to prioritize it. So I spoke about business impact and, I spoke about effort. So some of these things.
Got it.
Right. Yeah, I think apart from that, it all makes sense to me.
Okay, thank you.